Anybody who watches this channel for any period of time knows we really don't do causes and solutions, mostly because the causes are deflection and the solutions are kind of obvious. But that doesn't stop people like Tony Silva here from asking on the comment section of this YouTube channel about solutions, but he tosses a little more in there too. This channel is boarding on a thin line because you represented many people as if they were holding a book by the title of this channel. There was a lot of issues with that. And show it, well, he's talking about Barack Obama holding up my book, and Melania Trump, Donald Trump, and hundreds of cops in line holding up, with a picture of my book on their shields. That's a little thing we call a joke. Anyway, let's get on to the serious part here. There is a social problem without showing there is a social problem without offering a remedy makes this channel suspect and target for hate promoting. So I'll offer some concrete solutions and expert opinions on how we can remedy these violence issues. Of course, him, like everybody else, has 67 issues that have already been tried before, 67 solutions that have been tried 67 places. Oh, there's a good study on how violent people lack development on the front part of their brain and how fish oil beta-3 helps nurture that part of the brain. Hey, that's an example. Another example is economic freedom tends to reduce and almost completely diminish violence, etc., etc. So which is it? Is it beta-3 fish oil, or is it economic freedom? Anyway, you get the point. Okay, so you know what? Just as a little special favor to Tony, I am going to offer, if not a solution, at least a hint at a solution. But first, why don't we plow through these recent videos to kind of, and each, as you see each one, I want you to tell me what would the solution be to that video.
A special needs student is recovering after taking hits by a group of teenagers in El Reno. Today, though, we talked to the brave girl who stopped the fight. News 9's Tiffany Liu has her story.
A boy with autism was beat senselessly outside of this bowling alley behind me, and his parents sent us these photos. You could see a gash on his head and also a black eye. But if it weren't for one young lady, the situation could have been a lot worse.
I was mad. I was really mad.
The video captures only 9 seconds of a fight that left a special needs student badly injured.
He knew he was going to go out there and fight, but he did not know that he was going to get kicked and jumped by other people.
November Mullican, a sophomore at El Reno, says it started as a verbal argument. She says the boy with autism used a racial slur, and that's when the physical fight started.
What Rusty did, he did something wrong too, but they should not have done that, and they should know better that he's not all there, and they should not have done what they did to him.
After the first punch, he was down, but the wailing continued.
Something in my gut, just seeing him there helpless.
Thinking of her own brother, who is also autistic,
it really broke my heart.
November stepped in.
He was still getting kicked, and I went over there and I pushed him away, and I was like, you need to back away from him now.
She was pushed and shoved in the process while 30 to 40 kids stood around watching.
Nobody else was helping. They were just recording and laughing like it was funny, and it wasn't.
Full of emotions.
All I could do was cry. I did not think any of that was right at all. I would have died if that was my brother.
November is disappointed her peers didn't stop to help.
I was so hurt that people could do that to somebody.
And the El Reno Police Department confirms that at least 2 teenagers will be faced with assault and battery charges. On the scene on the story in El Reno, Tiffany Liu, News 9.
And the school also says they're conducting an investigation alongside the police. All students involved will face disciplinary action, and we know at least 3 of them have already been identified.
Go. Jackson, sit down, son. Daddy trying to go world star. Get your ass out of here. What the fuck wrong with you? I know, right? Jackson, sit down, son. Daddy trying to do world star.
Philadelphia police are hoping surveillance video will help them catch a purse snatcher. The suspect was biking around the area of Fairhill Street and Hunting Park Avenue on Wednesday evening. Now, cameras then show he rode up to the 80-year-old victim and grabbed her purse. Well, she received minor injuries during the crime. The suspect was last seen heading west on Hunting Park Avenue.
Okay, Tony Silva, here's your solution, and I'll put it in the form of a question. If you were one of the people in these videos, or let me give you a more extreme example. Say somebody was punching you in the face every 15 seconds, and you knew what was going to happen 20 around the clock, 24/7 for the next 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years, 2 lifetimes. What would your solution be? How long would it take you to arrive at that solution? Solution would be quit punching me in the face, and it would occur to you in about 10 seconds. I'm not sure why that's such a challenge for so many people that watch these videos. Could it be that people like Tony Silva just don't want to get the black kids angry?